welcome. So I'm going to sit and talk to you guys for a few minutes, and you guys are going to make your way to a reclined position. So making your way all the way down on your back. 2 blocks are recommended. You don't have to have 2. You can do with just 1. 1 is okay. But if you would like to, or if you think you need to, please by all means use 2. There's blocks around the corner in the bag there. And of course, if you'd like a blanket, you may feel free to choose from the selection of blankets I have here in the bag. That is optional. Once you make your way down to your reclined position, you're going to come into a butterfly pose. So bring the soles of the feet to touch together and just let your knees fall out to the sides. And if you have your 2 blocks close by and you don't like your knees floating off of the earth, if they are, please feel free to prop your blocks under your knees. So Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. And as you are here and you're getting situated in this lovely, sometimes restorative posture, we'll start out in that mindset, I suppose. As you are here, close your eyes down and begin to tune into the rhythm of your breath pattern. So, allowing your inhales to expand out through your belly, side bodies, and up into your chest. And then let your exhales travel back down, feeling all those areas travel back down towards your back body. And so you are leaving behind all of the previous events of the day and bringing your full attention to the here and the now. And you are also sending to the backspace of your mind the upcoming events of the evening. So bringing your attention to the here and the now is the essence of meditation, bringing your attention to the present moment. That's the only place that life exists. And so we are continuing with our themes based on a peak pose in our class. So what that means is I have chosen a posture that we will basically warm up to, and we will come into said posture towards the end of the class. And this week's posture is Pigeon Pose. And let me see here. The Sanskrit name for, this is a mouthful, Pigeon Pose is Eka Pada Rajakapotasana. So one-legged king pigeon pose. And so Pigeon Pose is a deep hip opening posture. It's ideal for reversing the effects of prolonged sitting. So if you're somebody who in your job you have to sit a lot, or you just sit a lot in general, this is a great posture to help reverse the effects of that. It increases flexibility in the hips, glutes, and thighs and relieves lower back pain. It helps to alleviate sciatica and promote emotional release. So we hear oftentimes that the issue is in the tissues, our emotions are hanging out in our hips. And it also can help support posture and calm the nervous system. So just some tips for coming into this posture. You can always use a pillow, a blanket, or a block under your hip if your pelvis does not lie flat on the ground. And keeping your hips square is a great way to get the deepest opening, and also avoid forcing the stretch. It's an intense opening that requires a gradual approach to avoid injury. And I know you guys have heard me talk about my torn meniscus 1,000 times. This is the posture that I tore my meniscus in. So I like to really offer that we are careful in this posture. And the history of this pose, it has deep roots in ancient India, symbolizing peace, love, and devotion, with the pigeon often depicted as a messenger, as mentioned in ancient texts. It is a traditional hatha yoga pose deeply connected to Hindu mythology and named after the sage Kapota, so Kapotasana, signifying power and grace. And so pigeons are mentioned in ancient texts where they served as messengers for the gods. In Hindu tradition, they symbolize loyalty and love, also often associated with the god of love, who is shown with love-struck pigeons. And so traditionally, the pose was used to activate the second chakra, Svadhisthana, and open the heart, aimed at releasing emotional blockages and promoting a sense of freedom. And so now I'm going to ask you to rest one hand, one palm on your heart, and the other palm on your belly. Take a deep breath in through the nose, feeling your palms rise up as your midsection expands, and then exhale to release, feeling your palms travel back down with the movement of your exhale. And then do that 2 more times. Inhale to expand, feeling your palms rise up on your midsection, on your belly and your chest. And then exhale to release, letting your navel travel back towards your spine. One last time here. Inhale to expand. And exhale to release. And so as we move through our practice, may we adopt the love and devotion, such as our lovely pigeon. So releasing your hands from your body now, let them rest down let your palms rest on the outsides of your legs. Bring your knees to touch together. Bring your arms out to a shoulder or goalpost, or bring your arms out to a T or a goalpost position. And then bring your knees to touch feet as wide as your mat. I cannot talk tonight. And let your knees fall from side to side. So just some windshield wipers to help release any junk that may be coming to the surface as a result of that extended Supta Baddha Konasana, extended visit to our reclined butterfly pose. And just breathing into what you're feeling here. Coming back to center, back to stillness, you're going to straighten your legs flat down to the earth. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Let your palms rest down by your hips. And then breath out, you're going to cross the right ankle on top of the left knee. Press the right knee down away from your body. And so as you might have guessed, since Pigeon Pose is a deep hip opening posture, that's going to be the focus of our warm-up postures before we actually visit our pigeon pose. Take a deep breath in through the nose, breath out. See if you can keep that right ankle crossed, right knee away. Bend the left knee, left sole of the foot on the earth. So we're threading the needle. We're just coming into it a little bit differently than what we normally do. Fullest, deepest inhale here, and then exhale. Tuck your tailbone up, draw your chin down toward your chest, drawing your left knee up toward your heart. Place the right palm on the inside of the right knee, and the left palm grabs the outside of your left thigh. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And then exhale, press the right knee away while drawing the left knee towards you. Feeling a nice deep hip opening here. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale, straighten the left leg down. Rest the left palm on the right foot. And then bring your right hand to the outside of your right knee. I know that was a lot there. So if you need to look at me, please feel free to do so. So we're in a reclined pigeon pose here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Keep your shoulders soft and your face relaxed. And then exhale, see if you can draw your right leg closer to your body with your hands. See if you can maintain the press of the left foot as you do this. So reclined pigeon pose. Take a deep breath in. Send your breath down into your hips. And then exhale, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Take another breath in through the nose. On your breath out, send the sole of the right foot up towards the sky. Rest the left hand on the earth, and we're coming into a half happy baby position. So you're bending that right knee, and you're grabbing a hold of the right foot or the right leg with that same hand. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, see if you can draw that right knee down closer to the earth. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Take another breath in through the nose. Send your breath down into your frontal hip points. And then exhale, full happy baby. So keeping the right leg where it is, we're going to bend the left knee, left sole of the foot up towards the sky. Take a breath in, grabbing a hold of both feet with both corresponding hands. And then breath out. See if you can draw your knees down towards the earth. Beautiful. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Take another deep, expansive inhale here, in through the nose. And exhale. Take one more breath in here. And exhale to release the feet and straighten the legs back down to the earth. So coming back into our full reclined position. And gently tucking the tailbone up towards the belly button, chin in towards the chest. Keeping your hands, arms, shoulders, everything soft and relaxed. We're going to do all that on the other side. So next inhale, flex into the right foot. And then exhale, we're crossing the left ankle on top of the right knee, pressing the left knee down and away from you. So I don't know about you guys, but I have one side that's a little tighter than the other. So just observing that in your practice, making adjustments as needed. Take a deep breath in through the nose right here. And then breath out, you're bending the right knee, right sole of the foot on the earth. See if you can keep that left knee pressed away from you. Fullest, deepest inhale here. Exhale, draw the right knee up towards the right shoulder. Bring the left palm on the inside of the left knee to press it gently away. And then the right palm lands on the outside of the right thigh. Equal and opposite actions. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, gently press the left knee away while you are gently pulling the right knee towards you. Beautiful work. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale, see if you can draw the right knee closer. Press the left knee further away. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out. We're straightening that right leg and grabbing a hold of the left foot with the right hand, and the palm of the left hand rests on the outside of the left knee. So reclined pigeon pose. Take a full expansive inhale here. Exhale, see if you can draw that left knee a little bit closer, and also see if you can maintain the press of the right leg down into the earth. Maybe even flexing through the right toes. Take a deep breath in and breath out. Fullest, deepest inhale here. Exhale, left sole of the foot up towards the sky. Right palm lands on the earth. We're coming into that half happy baby on the other side. So we're grabbing a hold of that left foot with the left hand. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, left knee closer to the earth if possible. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Another breath in through the nose. And exhale, full happy baby. So right sole of the foot up towards the sky, grabbing a hold of the right foot with the right hand. So both hands on both feet. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, let your knees come down towards the earth. So using the weight of your hands here. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take one more breath in through the nose. Exhale, perhaps you straighten your legs and rock your baby. So if you straighten your legs, maybe you grab a hold of your feet, maybe you grab a hold of the backs of your legs. Maybe you don't do any of that. Maybe you don't even rock your baby. Maybe you just stay right where you were. Take one more breath in through the nose. Breath out to release and bend your knees. Soles of the feet back down on the earth. And come to lay on one side. So it doesn't matter which side. So coming into kind of a fetal position. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then breath out. We're going to slowly make our way up to a seated position. So we're going to come into a seated butterfly position. So you may want to sit on something. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that. You may want to sit on your block or your blanket folded up. Sometimes that's just a little bit nicer to our hips. You also may want to bring your blocks underneath of your knees in your seated position. This is what makes it nice to pack heavy, because we have all of the stuff and all of the things to make this a really nice experience. Take a deep breath in, grow long in the spine, rest your hands on your ankles, and soften your shoulders down your back, soften your face and jaw, and then breath out. See if you can bring your face down towards your feet. So I find it nice here to get a nice little extra stretch behind my heart space by allowing my spine to be slightly rounded. So if that feels good in your body, please feel free to do that. Take a full inhale here in through the nose. And exhale. Take another deep breath in. Send your breath down into the area of your pelvis and hips. And exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Next inhale, rise up about halfway. Exhale, see if you can scoot your touching feet forward and bring the tops of your hands under your legs. So it may not work to have your blocks. If you have your blocks under your knees, you may want to move those out of the way. It works just fine for me. So this is kind of an extension of our butterfly pose. So it's cobblers. It's called cobbler's pose. I'm sure it has other names, but that's one of the names. Take a deep breath in. See if now you can lengthen through the spine and soften the shoulders down the back. Sending the breath out through the crown of the head. And then exhale, see if you can bring your face down even closer to the earth here. So having the feet further away sometimes helps with that. 2 more breaths. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale to expand. And exhale to release. Take 1 more breath in here. And exhale. Next inhale, chin in towards the chest. We're going to come all the way back up to a seated position. And then exhale, we're going to bend the knees, soles of the feet on the earth, moving the blocks out of the way, and make your feet a little wider than hip distance. So let me just move this out from underneath me. So if you're sitting on something, you probably don't want to do that for these nice little wide-legged seated windshield wipers. Take a deep breath in, find length in the spine, breath out, let your knees fall to one side, and then back through center into the other. So this is a really nice way, once again, to release in through the hips. We're going to do lots of hip opening stuff this evening. It's very, very nice, very, very nice. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And then exhale. We come back to center, back to stillness. We're going to make our way to 90-90 pose. So we're going to bring the right shin. We're going to start on the right side, and I'm facing you, so it's okay if you end up on the wrong side. And then you're going to bring the left leg behind. You're going to keep the left knee bent. So you kind of want your left shin to be in line with the long edge of the mat. Turning your torso over your right knee. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then breath out, see if you can come into a reclined position. So if having your shin parallel, having your front shin parallel is too much for your knee, you can always bring that sole of the foot in closer to the groin. And if you can't reach your face down to the earth, you can always prop up with a block. Take a deep breath in through the nose wherever you are. You guys look wonderful. And exhale, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take 1 more breath in through the nose right here. And then as you exhale, begin to draw circles underneath of you with this hip. So your right hip down on the earth, that is the hip that is drawing circles. So just begin to gyrate that hip around in circles here. So this really gets all of the juices and fluids flowing in the area of your hips. Take a deep breath in and breath out. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take another breath in through the nose, and then as you breathe out, come back to center, back to stillness. Next breath in, we're going to frame that front knee with both palms. Bring the chin in towards the chest. We're going to rise all the way back up. And then exhale, we're going to make our way through center and wind up on the other side. And so or you can just flip around. But if you end up backwards of me, that's okay. So we're bringing the left knee in front, so our 90-90 pose, keeping that back shin or back knee bent, and keeping that shin in line with the long edge of the mat as best as possible. Take a deep breath in, press into your palms, really spin your torso forward, and notice how that automatically squares your hips. And then exhale, we're going to come to a reclined position. Once again, if you can't get your face all the way down, you can absolutely bring your forehead down onto your block. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Take another deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale, and then as you exhale, begin to draw those circles. So you may notice a difference from side to side. It may not be as easy on this side to draw these circles, or it may be easier. Take a deep breath in. Send your breath into all of those cracks and crevices, wherever it is needed. And then exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take another deep breath into the nose. And then as you exhale, come back to center, back to stillness. Next breath in, we're going to frame that front knee with both of our palms, chin in towards the chest. Peel yourself all the way back up. And then breath out. We're going to meet in Balasana, child's pose. So however it is easiest for you to get there, you're unwinding from the 90-90 position. And you're going to bring your hips down to or towards your heels. So if you're like me and your hips don't quite reach the heels, you can always prop something underneath them. Take a deep breath in right here. Reach through your fingertips. So reaching your fingertips up towards the top of the mat. And exhale, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Take another deep breath in through the nose. And exhale to release. Next, inhale. Let your gaze travel up towards the top of your mat. And then exhale to make your way to lay on your belly. So you're laying all the way flat onto your mat. Releasing all 10 toenails to the earth. And you're going to bring your arms into a T shape here. So I call this prone Superman because that just seems appropriate. You can pretend you're flying. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out, bend the left knee. Point the left toes up towards the sky. Take another breath in through the nose right here. Breath out, you're going to roll over onto your right side and see if you can get that left foot towards or maybe even to that right hand. Now this is a very deep twist, so please only go as far as you can. It's okay. We're not competing. So if you can't get the foot up there, that's all right. Take a deep breath in through the nose right here. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale to release and come back to center. So same other side. Inhale, all 10 toenails are touching down to the earth. And then exhale, bend the right knee, right toes point up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in through the nose, breath out, roll over onto your left side, and let your right toes touch down behind you. Beautiful. You guys look gorgeous. Take a deep breath in through the nose right here, and exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale, coming back to center. Take a deep breath in right here and then breath out. Bring your palms under your shoulders, making your way up to a tabletop position. So, shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Walking the right hand over towards the left as you breathe in and then breath out, you're going to step the right foot on the outside of the right hand. So you may want to pad with a blanket under your back knee if the floor is too hard. You also may want to rest your hands on your blocks. I find this very nice to take up space into the earth. And it also helps, if you have the blocks on your hands, it also helps for you to get your hips down lower and get more of a hip opening. Take a deep breath in, let your shoulders sink down your back, and breath out, let your hips sink down towards the earth as far as they will go. Fullest, deepest inhale here, and then exhale. Perhaps you come onto the knife edge of the right foot and let that right knee fall out to the right. Perhaps you do not. That's okay. Only go as far as what you can today. Take a full inhale here in through the nose. And then exhale, bringing the sole of the foot back to the earth, knee comes back up. Take a breath in, curl the back toes and straighten the back leg. And then breath out, see if you can draw some circles here. So you can absolutely do the circles with your knee down. So if knee down today is where you are, that's all right. Otherwise, we're drawing some nice deep circles with the legs straightened. Take a breath in through the nose and exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale, take one more breath here. And then breath out, come back to center, back to stillness. Take a deep breath in, press the earth away. Breath out, we're stepping the left foot to the left long edge of the mat, and the right foot comes out to the right long edge of the mat. So we're in a wide-legged stance here at the top of our mats. Beautiful work, everyone. Next breath in, we're going to float the fingertips up behind us, coming up to a flat back. And then breath out, we're going to drape our torso over our thighs to fold. And perhaps you bring opposite hands to opposite elbows here. Perhaps you sway from side to side, maybe even shake your head, yes and no. Wherever you are in the posture, take a deep breath in. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale, take another deep breath in. And then breath out, we come back to center, back to stillness. Releasing the fingertips down to the earth. Next breath in, we rise up to a flat back. And then breath out, we're going to heel toe our feet into hip distance or big toes touching. Grounding down through the four corners of the feet, spread out through the toes. Keep a soft bend in your knees. Next breath in, reverse swan dive. Arms come out and up, palms touch up top, tuck the tailbone up. And then breath out, palms land at heart center. Samastitihi. Look at us, we made it to standing. All right, sun salutations. Inhale, press palms, rise up towards the sky. Exhale, swan dive down, lead with your heart, hinging at the hips to fold, nose towards knees. Inhale, hands on the shins, we rise up to a flat back. And then exhale, plant your fingertips, step your right toes back, dropping your right knee to a pad or the earth. Left knee stacked over left ankle. And then inhale, float your fingertips forward and up. Stack your torso over your hips, so Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, we're going to scissor our inner thighs towards each other. So dragging right hip forward, left hip back, and sink your hips down low. So this in itself is a really nice hip opener. Take a deep breath in, reach high through the fingertips. Breath out, we circle the arms down and around. Fingertips frame the front foot. Next breath in, we curl the back toes, straighten the back leg, tops of the shoulders down and away from the ears. And maybe you work to get light in your fingers. Beautiful. Exhale, plant your palms and step to your downward facing dog. Gripping the mat with the finger pads, pressing firmly through the four corners of the palms, tops of the shoulders down and away from the ears. Next inhale, we bend the knees, raise heels and hips up towards the sky. And then exhale, heels and heart melt down towards the earth. Chin in towards the chest, rippling your body forward on your next inhale. So we're meeting in our plank pose. Really press the earth away. Beautiful work. Exhale, drop knees, chest and chin down to the earth. Keep your elbows hugged in tight. And then inhale to peel your heart up, Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. See if you can let your gaze go up high. Exhale, we curl toes, hinge hips, back to our downward facing dog. Next inhale, we're going to float the right toes up to the sky behind us. See if you can keep your shoulders squared. And you can always keep the bottom knee down. Exhale, round the spine, right knee to nose. Float the shoulders over the wrists. Step your right foot in between your hands, however you can get it there. Dropping the left heel off towards the back right corner of the mat. See if you can get your right heel in line with the left arch of the foot. And then inhale, bend into the right knee, cartwheel your arms out and up. Exhale, we meet in Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 pose. So see if you can sink down more deeply into that right knee. See if you can see your right big toe. That means that right knee is stacked as it should be. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Reach through all 10 fingers. Breath out, sink down more deeply. Tuck the tailbone forward. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, we straighten both legs, all 10 toes. Face the long edge of the mat. Touch your palms together up top. Tuck the tailbone forward and up. And then exhale, Warrior 2, towards the back of your mat. So you're simply switching sides here. And seeing if you can see your left big toe and tucking the tailbone forward and up, keeping the shoulders soft. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sink down more deeply into that left leg. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Next inhale, we straighten all 10 toes. Reach your fingertips high and wide. So this is our 5-pointed star pose. Exhale, heel toe your feet in towards each other. Just a couple of rounds. Heels face each other, toes face out. And we sink the hips down into our goddess pose. So knees out wide, tailbone is tucked up, stacking the torso over the hips. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out, float your fingertips down right above your knees or your hands, your palms. Resting your hands right above your knees, take a deep breath in, grow long in the spine. Breath out, let your right shoulder travel toward your left knee. Breath in, you come back up through center. 4 of these total. Breath out, left shoulder towards right knee. Breath in to come back up through center. Breath out, right shoulder towards left knee. Breath in, last one. We come back up through center. Breath out, left shoulder towards right knee. Take a breath in through the nose, rising all the way back up to your 5-pointed star. So that means straightening your legs, reaching your fingertips wide. And then breath out, cartwheel your arms down and around. Breath in, we are coming into a low runner's lunge position. Breath out, drop the left knee, bring the right knee to meet it. And then we're coming back to our tabletop position, because we're going to do all of that on the other side. So next breath in, we're going to walk the left hand towards the right one. And then breath out, we're going to step that left sole of the foot forward. So we're doing all of this on the other side. And of course, if you need your blocks under your hands, please feel free to grab them. Also, if you need a pad under the back knee, that's a nice option too. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Imagine there's a string coming off the top of your head and up towards the heavens. And then breath out. See if you can sink your hips down towards the earth. And see if you can keep your hips squared. So always scissoring the inner thighs towards each other really helps with that. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And then exhale. Maybe you come onto the knife edge of that left foot and let the left knee fall out to the left. Beautiful work. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And breath out here. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Next breath in, we're going to bring the sole of the foot back to the earth. Bring that left knee in towards center. Breath out, we straighten the right leg. So we're also going to take a deep breath in here, and then breath out. We're going to start to draw those circles. So circling the hips around. Maybe if you remember which direction you went on the other side, maybe you go the opposite direction on this side. And if that's too much work to think about that, just draw some circles. It's okay. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out, come back to center, back to stillness. Take one last breath in right here. And then breath out, we're going to step the right foot up towards the top of the mat, out to the long edge, and then heel toe the left foot to the left long edge of the mat. Next breath in, we float the fingertips back up behind us, so Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Breath out, drape the torso over the thighs. Letting your palms rest on the earth. Take a deep breath in here. Breath out, see if you can tilt your sits bones even higher up towards the sky. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Next inhale, fingertips on the earth. We rise up to a flat back, shoulders down the back. Exhale, we're going to heel toe our feet back into hip distance or big toes touching. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms come out and up, palms touch up top, tuck the tailbone up, shoulders are soft and relaxed. And then exhale, palms land at heart center. All right, so all that stuff we just did on the other side. Inhale, press palms, rise up high. And then exhale, swan dive down, lead with your heart. Uttanasana, forward fold is where we're meeting. Inhale, hands on the shins. We rise up to a flat back, shoulders down the back. Exhale, plant your fingertips and step your left toes back, dropping your left knee down to a pad or the earth. Right knee stacked over right ankle. Inhale, float the fingertips forward and up, stack the torso over the hips, scissor those inner thighs towards each other. That is the secret to the hip opening, or at least it helps. Exhale, sink your hips down towards the earth. Take a deep breath in through the nose, reach the fingertips higher. Breath out, circle the arms down and around. Breath in, fingertips frame the front foot. And then breath out, we straighten the back leg. Tops of the shoulders, down and away from the ears. Maybe you get light in your fingers. Take a deep breath in right here. Breath out, plant your palms and step, downward facing dog. Pressing into the four corners of the palms, grip the mat with the finger pads, tops of the shoulders down and away from the ears. Next breath in, we bend the knees, heels and hips go up high. And then breath out, heels and heart melt down towards the earth. Chin in towards the chest. Inhale, ripple your body forward into your plank pose, pressing the earth away. And then exhale, knees, chest and chin come down to the earth, elbows hugging close to the ribs. Inhale, release the entire front side of the body. Peel your heart up, Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Exhale, curl toes, hinge hips, back to our downward facing dog. Inhale, we float the left toes up to the sky behind us. So you can keep the shoulders squared. Beautiful. Exhale, left knee to nose, floating the shoulders over the wrists, and we are stepping that left foot in between our hands, however we can get it there. Dropping that right heel off towards the left back corner of the mat, checking your heel to arch alignment. So you want your left heel to be in line with the right arch. Bending into the left knee. Inhale to cartwheel the arms out and up. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Tuck the tailbone forward. Let the shoulders be soft. See if you can see your left big toe. Take a deep breath in, reach through the fingertips. Breath out, sink down more deeply into that left knee. Beautiful work. Take another breath in right here. And breath out to stay. Next breath in, straighten both legs. All 10 toes face the long edge of the mat. Let your palms touch together up top. Tuck the tailbone up. And breath out. Fullest, deepest inhale to press down through your feet and reach your touching fingers up higher, tucking the tailbone up even more. Breath out. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, towards the back of your mat. So you are bending into that right knee stacked over right ankle. Beautiful work. See if you can keep your torso stacked over your hips and tailbone tucked forward and up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink down more deeply into that right knee. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, straighten both legs. Reach your fingertips up and wide. So our 5-pointed star position. Exhale, heel toe your feet just a couple of times towards each other. Toes turn out, heels turn in. Sink down into your knees and bend your elbows to shoulder height. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. You guys look great. Take a deep breath in, tuck the tailbone up. And breath out, let your palms rest on your thighs. See if you can keep your shoulders and face relaxed and tailbone tucked up. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, left shoulder towards right knee. 4 total. Fullest, deepest inhale to come back up through center. Exhale, right shoulder towards left knee. Inhale, we come back up through center. Exhale, left shoulder towards right knee. Inhale, we make our way back up through center. Exhale, right shoulder towards left knee. Next inhale, we straighten both legs. Reach your fingertips up high. Tailbone tucks up. Exhale, turn the left toes towards the front of the mat. Cartwheel your arms down and around. Inhale, we're in a low runner's lunge position. Exhale, plant your palms, back your hips up, squiggle your left foot off to the right, and we're going to meet in the star of the show. We're going to meet in our pigeon pose. So, if your hips are still too tight for your pelvis to be all the way down, you can always prop something. So you can have a folded blanket under your hips if necessary, or a block. Pressing your palms into the earth. Take a deep breath in. Really draw the right shoulder and right hip forward, and then the left hip back. So scissoring those inner thighs towards each other. Exhale to stay. Inhale, press into the earth. Torso backs up, and maybe your gaze goes up to the sky. And then exhale, perhaps you come all the way down to a reclined position. I find it difficult to come into this pose and not want to automatically recline. But there's hip opening from all points here. So there's hip opening up and hip opening down. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out. See if you can keep the entire right side of your body pressing down towards the earth. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, we're going to frame that front knee with our palms. Bring your chin in towards your chest. Peel yourself all the way up. One last time for your gaze to go up high. And then exhale, we're coming over onto that left hip, and we're going to swing the right leg around, however you can get it there, and we're going to switch sides. So our lovely pigeon pose is one of the many 2-sided postures. So you really want to squiggle that left leg out as far as it can go behind you. If you're anything like me, you're going to notice a difference in size. So we have our right knee in between our hands. And palms press into the earth. See if you can press that entire left side down towards the earth. And once again, if you need a prop under your hips, please feel free to use one. Take a deep breath in, press firmly into your palms. See if you can back your torso up over your hips. Exhale to stay. Take a full inhale here. And exhale, let your head fall back and gaze go up high. Maybe, if that feels okay to you. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. We recline and see if you can stack opposite palm on top this time. And once again, you may want your blocks or block under your face. Take a full breath in through the nose. And exhale, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale, see if you can press that left hip and left shoulder down closer to the earth. Take a deep breath in and breath out. Next breath in, we're going to bring our palms to frame that front knee, chin in towards the chest, peeling yourself all the way back up. Gaze goes up towards the sky. And then exhale, simply come over onto your right hip and you're going to make your way down to lie on your belly. So if you have two blocks, you're going to want them on either side at the top of the mat, potentially. And you can do the next little thing with one block, no problem. All right, so bringing your palms kind of underneath of your face, on either side of your face. Next inhale, we're going to bend the right knee, draw the right knee up towards the right elbow. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring both hands over to the right. And you got your trusty little block right here. I like to place the block in my left hand. We've done this before. So once we get there, you guys that have practiced this with me before are going to be like, oh yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're grabbing a hold of the block with the right hand. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out. You're going to circle that block up and around and let it fall off behind you to the right. So you're still hanging on to it. If your arm comes down and the other block is there, and your arm doesn't come all the way down, it can support that arm. If that does not bother you, but the floating knee bothers you, you can also place it under your floating knee. Take a deep breath in through the nose wherever you are. And exhale. Perhaps your gaze comes over towards your right hand. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Take another breath in through the nose. And exhale to release. Next inhale, we're coming out like we went in. So rise that block back up and over to land on the right. And then exhale, we come back up to that little funny variation of Sphinx pose. Your palms are resting on either side of where your face is facing. Next inhale, we bend the left knee. So we're doing that on the other side. Drawing the left knee up towards the left elbow. So you can keep the front of your hips pressed down here. And then exhale, we're going to bring both hands over towards the left. So placing the block in the right hand, grabbing a hold of it with the left hand. Inhale, we're going to sweep the block up and over. And then exhale, we wind up laying on that right side. And if you have that other block underneath of the left arm and the left arm doesn't come down, it can help to support there. Take a deep breath in, reach long through both arms. Breath out, maybe your gaze comes over towards the left. Maybe it does not. Fullest, deepest inhale. You'll notice one side's probably tighter than the other. I think that's a fairly common thing with those of us who have a human body. Exhale, navel to spine. Take another breath in through the nose. And exhale, releasing the grip of the block down onto the earth. And we're simply going to make our way onto our back. Making your way to a reclined position. Knees are bent, soles of the feet on the earth. Letting the shoulders be down and away from the ears. Tuck the tailbone up, drawing your chin in toward your chest. So we're going to end class in one of my all-time favorite ways. You can do this next little move with or without your block. On your next inhale, if you have a block, rise your hips up. And then exhale, we're coming into a supported bridge pose. So you're going to slip that block on its lowest setting, its flat setting, underneath of your hips. Next breath in, we're going to bend the knees and then rise the soles of the feet up towards the sky. And then breath out. Just hang here for just a moment. And let the nurturing effects of this little position take effect. So this is really nice for folks who sit or who stand a lot, not who sit a lot. This is really nice for folks who've been standing all day. So me as a hairdresser, this is a little position that I put myself in pretty much every work night after I'm done working, because I've been standing a lot. And it counteracts the sometimes troublesome effects of that. Take a deep breath in through the nose, breath out. If you have the space in your lower back, lower your straightened legs down to the earth. If you do not have space in your lower back, you can always bend your knees and let the soles of the feet come down to the earth. And then maybe straighten your legs or just keep them bent. So we're sending our breath into our lovely frontal hip flexors. Take a deep breath in. Let the very bottom of the inhale reach to the very bottom of your torso. And then exhale. Letting your navel release back to your spine. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take one last breath in here. And exhale. We're going to make our way to our final resting pose, our final Shavasana. You may choose, if you can, to stay right here where you are. Otherwise, if you would like to lie flat on the earth, nice and slow, bend your knees, soles of the feet on the earth, rise your hips up and move your block off to the side. And then make your way all the way down to your final resting pose, your final Shavasana. So letting your feet hang out to the sides. Perhaps you take up lots of space by spreading out wide through your arms. Let the palms of the hands face up towards the sky. And if you would like to prop up or take some other nurturing, restful position for your final Shavasana, please feel free to do so. And letting all of this work we just did melt down into the earth to just rest. And every time your mind wanders, as it inevitably will, bring your full focus back to your breath. Gently reawakening your physical body however you see fit. And perhaps you wiggle fingers and toes, circle wrists and ankles. Coming into windshield wipers with your knees or feet. And perhaps you take a long body stretch by rising your arms up overhead, pointing down through your toes. Giving yourself a hug by drawing your knees into your chest. And taking any other final movements while you're still reclined before making your way back up to a seated position. All right, once back in your comfortable seat. So comfortable means whatever is comfortable for you. Close your eyes down. Find length in your spine. Let your shoulders be soft. Soften your face and jaw. Bring your tongue off of the roof of your mouth. And notice what you might be feeling that's different from an hour ago. And just breathe into what you notice. And one last moment to pay honors to our lovely pigeon, or our lovely pigeon pose. As we walk off of our mats and out into the world, may we move with as much love and determination as our lovely friend, the pigeon. Bringing your palms to touch at heart center, bowing your chin in toward your chest. Deepest gratitude to your body and your breath to be able to move, breathe, and practice in this way, in this space, and with each other. Deepest gratitude to yourself for showing up. That is always half the battle. Bringing your thumbs to touch at your third eye center, the space in between your eyebrows. And the light and the dark in me honors the light and the dark in each one of you. Namaste. Thank you, thank you.